Welcome back. This video is sponsored by me. So thanks all of you for continuing to support this channel and getting me so close to 10,000 subscribers. Now, I found this really interesting video of a 7-Eleven that just opened in India. I know that was a thing, and it's a video by one of my favorite channels called Rock. In no ways is this video promoting 7-Eleven anyway. It's just something that's kind of interesting that I want to talk about. Like, just have a look at what this 7-Eleven looks like in this video by Carl Rock. It might look like a standard 7-Eleven when you look at the aisles, but then you start to notice all those cool graphics on the wall, the funny puns, the decor. Like, that's insane. I've never seen that in Canada. A pastry display case? That's awesome. Whenever I see that at an Indian-based store, I get excited because of all the savory treats that are always ready to be had and enjoyed. Plus, it looks like a full-service kitchen with staff and coffee machines and all that, like a store like Starbucks. I know it's not like an actual kitchen, but there's like a pretty good number of staff that are there making stuff. Like, it's pretty cool because I've never really seen that anywhere in Ottawa, at least, or any other gas station that I've went to that has a 7-Eleven type of store inside it. For me, what just strikes out immediately when I look at that 7-Eleven at that Indian location, I believe that's in Delhi, is just how inviting it looks. Like, it looks like a place where you would want to just chill out at. There's actual seating areas. It actually has a nice welcoming sort of vibe, and not a place that you want to quickly get out of or avoid altogether, which is what I usually do because I'm not on the road that much. I don't have to drive that much, so I barely even ever go to 7-Eleven because I get everything that I want from my grocery store. Even though convenience stores nowadays do sell a large chunk of your basic grocery fare. But what I want to get to is just the fact that these convenience stores that I have in my area, you don't feel like it's a place to hang out at the way that India one was portraying, and people were actually chilling. There's so many pictures online for these various locations where you can just see people just chilling at the store. Now, I want to clarify that there are no 7-Elevens in Ottawa itself, but there is a different version of basically the same type of store, which is called a Circle K. That's in Ottawa. Okay, so here we go. Now, this looks a lot like the stores that are in my area with your standard fare of food. So you have pizzas nowadays, you have your ready-to-eat snacks, which includes these sandwiches, burgers, sometimes breakfast sandwiches. I'm not sure if they make it fresh at the store or if this is something that's frozen that they heat up and leave in that heater. And of course, there are those premium hot dogs, which is they just like roll on these rollers. Who knows for how long? Who knows when they take it out? And I did find a clip, somebody working at Circle K getting those taquitos, crispy like pastry with like meat inside, taking that out, and that does come out frozen, and then that gets added into the, I guess, the heated rollers or whatever. I have no idea what that is. And I don't know, it just doesn't scream out at you the way that fresh stuff looks like at the Indian location. Like, you have all sorts of like full-on meals, snacks, drinks, and while at the North American one, yeah, you have some fresh foods, but then again, who knows when the pizza was taken out? Who knows if they can make it fresh? Maybe they can, but sandwiches, burgers, I think a lot of that is literally just self-serve, because when I have gone and had that stuff, you just feel like you want to grab something and get out of there, because, well, it's just weird having your hot dog or burger or whatever at the store. Like, awkward. And I think here is where there are various cultural differences between the lifestyles of people in India versus North America. Here, convenience literally is king, because a lot of us are in the grind. We are hustling. We are waking up early, getting food prepared, kids ready or whatever, school, work, commuting, then doing your own housework, doing your own cleaning, cooking, all that stuff. It really leaves you broken a lot of times, like physically, and convenience, like however much time you can save in a day, you are going to want to do that. Your brain doesn't want to do the extra work if you can find a more easier way to fulfill its needs. And that's where places like these come in, which is kind of perfect if you think about it. But over a long period of time, it does end up deteriorating your health. Check out this statement, this crazy statement by Russell Brand.
The food you're eating is not only causing you cancer, it's also making you stupid. I'm loving it.
Like, I have no idea if that's true, but it's just funny that it's even in conversation. But that just doesn't exist in that same capacity in India. And people that I know in India, some of my friends in India, a lot of them, even though they are done university, even during university, during their careers, a lot of them just like have like, these large families. They all just live together, which is great in a way, because now you don't have to worry about all those extra overhead charges. So you don't have to worry about getting all your housework done. You're not doing all of your chores, the cleaning, the laundry, the cooking. You have people helping you out, giving you a hand. Sometimes you even have servants. It's very common in India to have that. So you have more time, you have more disposable income, you have more quote unquote luxury, because things are getting done for you automatically, right? And I guess maybe that's what contributes to the hangout kind of nature, the chill nature of living in India. It's not as grindy anymore, maybe. Another thing that I have heard recently is it's not that easy for middle class Indians, even upper middle class, to grab and secure a good house for themselves. So it's not just that they don't want to move out, it's actually much harder for them to move out. And during my last visit to India, there are so many cool little places that have popped up with similar trendy, poppy kind of logos and graphics and just like vibes that make you want to just hang out and chill. And something else that's very unfortunate about North America is that getting that fresher, homemade, organic style food is just way more expensive. I hope that that gets in control so it's more accessible for people who are looking at that price range, who are looking at the ranges that you get at these convenience store type places. They can still have access to food that's not bad for them, food that's convenient and healthy. Like, you saw all those foods at the 7-Eleven in India, it looked like it wasn't highly processed. It looked actually like good food. But that's just the first impressions, just by looking at how it's presented. And you really don't see that. It looks like you went to like Loblaws or your local grocery store where they have that fresh food section. You can get like the food by the gram. That's what it looked like. And it looked like made fresh from the day. I guess the freshest thing you can argue could be the sushi, because there really is a shelf life to those sushi packets. So I would hope that they're rotating that pretty often. So that's pretty good. That's a win for the Circle K's over here. But that's just one food group, right? However, according to this study here, things are gonna get much more grim for India as well, because of apparent changes in the socio-cultural environment, including globalization and urbanization of India. Long working days are becoming a thing now. It's getting even longer. Sedentary living is becoming a thing. And income levels, while they're rising, they're also causing a direct relation to decreasing the household cooking aspect. And that just tells you that we're going to be looking in India for more convenience type foods as well. And we might just be headed towards the same direction that we are here in North America. The grass may look greener right now. It's possible that we just end up at the same place, which is not a direction I think we should strive to go to for anybody in any part of the world. I think we need a balance. The perception in India is that the more processed the food is, the better it is for you. While the thinking in the West is going towards the more organic it is, the better it is for you. So it's just kind of, going backwards. While in the West, we are looking to get some more of those organic alternatives because that is better for you. The prices are just so insane that it's just not accessible to everyone, but it is coming. And on the other side, in India, who already are having access to these organic foods, well, they think that the more processed it is, well, the better it is for you. So it's weird. And also, the urbanization is increasing the availability and accessibility of processed foods and replacement of the traditional Indian diet, which in itself inherently is very healthy, very good for you, full of nutrition. And of course, there'll be the glamorous foods that would be getting replaced. So stuff like fried chicken, right? For instance, or pizzas, which again, in quantities that are normal, are fine, but excess and convenience kind of go hand in hand. If you just go to the website for, let's say, McDonald's India, the type of advertising that you see there that promotes you to eat more, to eat big, and to have a crazy experience, you won't see anything like that in the website for McDonald's for Canada or the US. I don't even think the government would allow that kind of advertising. So what's the solution to all of this? Well, it really comes down to your choices, because people decide what they are eating and what they're putting in their bodies. So if you decide you don't want this anymore, well, if enough people do it, supply, demand, things will change, right? But to help you get started with that, and if you want to still incorporate those convenience foods that you are relying on, well, maybe bring that convenience to your own fridge or freezer. Spend half a day on the weekend, get it ready, get it sorted, a couple less dollars for you to spend. So with this inflation going crazy and the health crisis that's going on, well, I hope some of the links down below help you make some better choices, and I'll see you on the next one.